By April 9th is when they officially surrendered, had to endure the Bataan Death March. Of the roughly 1,800 that went, only about 900, 800 came back, roughly about half. So they stayed there from April 9th, 1942 until the end of the war, basically after August 1945. Then a lot of them came back. So a lot of them, you have different stories from, again, people, doing things of remembrance, having souvenirs, drawing on stuff to remember a Japanese uniform that was given to the prisoners. And then you have things like this. This was a photo album that was found by a Japanese guard, this man in the middle. He went and he landed up holding on to it for several years. And then I think he asked I'm not sure if that was his nephew, the younger gentleman, or if it was a friend, and using the internet and the 7 names that were inscribed inside, they were able to determine that those were all members of the New Mexico National Guard. Okay. So they went and the majority photo album is actually filled with Japanese pictures. I'm assuming, and there's no name written as to who owned it, and they've asked a lot of the survivors, and none of the survivors can remember. Could be that the owner already passed away.
Right.
So there's maybe about 2 dozen pictures that deal with the Americans. The rest of them have to do with the Japanese, and you see a lot of unit photos of the Japanese. SCHLOAT, and he was a survivor of Bataan. He had we used to have a display of his of different paintings called in which he referred to the Palawan.